finding the function values using identities. So we shall answer an exercise at the end of the chapter on trigonometric identities, fundamental and Pythagorean identities. Exercise 3.2. Find the function values using identities. Find the indicated function value given the indicated conditions. Secant of x is equal to negative 4 over 3. Sine of x is greater than 0. Find tangent of x. You know what? Look at this. Look at this too. Okay? Secant of x and tangent of x. And you know that these two functions go together in your Pythagorean identities. Okay? When I was a student, I thought that that was enough. Okay? Well, for one, given this, I can get cosine. And given this, then I can also get tangent of x. And in fact, when you are given one value for a circular function, you can get the rest of the trigonometric functions. And so when I was a student, I was wondering, why do you have to put this? What is the use of this? Sine of x is greater than 0. But you would know what is the use of that additional condition when we go through our solution. So from our Pythagorean identities, 1 plus the square of tangent of x is equal to the square of secant of x. So how do we find tangent of x? Well, we do transposition, and then we should obtain the square root. And so which sign do you use? This is where this information will come in. You have to choose, should this be positive or should be this negative? But pay attention to this. Secant is negative. Okay? Secant is negative and sine of x is positive. So where in the Cartesian plane is our angle? Well, that is in the second quadrant. So that means we have an angle x. Okay, so this is x. Okay. And the terminal point of that angle falls in the second quadrant. Why so? Why are we sure that it falls in the second quadrant? Well, because in the second quadrant, secant, which is 1 over cosine, is negative, and sine of x is positive. There are no other quadrants where these conditions will be true. It is only true in the second quadrant. And so, from there, we can conclude that the tangent function in the second quadrant is negative because sine is positive, okay, and cosine, okay, so this is the reciprocal of cosine is negative, and so sine over cosine is negative. So we will choose the negative square root. And then after that, we will just substitute, okay. Okay, so let us show how tangent of x came to be negative 1/3. Negative 1/3 times square root of 7. So this is like an exercise in simplifying fractions and getting square roots. And you know, for some of you who are kind of slow or not quick to do fractions. Okay, if you're that kind of student, don't feel so bad about yourself because even when I was a student, I had great difficulties in simplifying fractions. So you know, when I see something like this, okay, and you have this 1 minus 1, what I do is I write it as 9 over 9. Okay, so minus 1 is the same as minus 9 over 9. And what's so good about this is, when you want to simplify this, you will just copy the denominator, okay? And so 16 minus 9 is 7, okay? So the square of secant of x minus 1 is equal to 7. 7 divided by 9. And so you will get the square root of that, the negative square root of 7 over 9, the square root of 1/3 is, no, the square root of 1 1 over 9 is 1/3. Okay? So it's going to be 1/3 or negative 1/3 times square root of 7.